Friday afternoon from Westminster. We just finished the present week and finished it on a high in that in the assisted suicide bill, we who oppose it had a small but first victory in that an amendment which the proposer of the bill was strongly opposing, we succeeded in passing, which does show that there is movement on this issue, and certainly the original majority of 55 will be well and truly tested next Friday when we get to the final vote in the Commons on this iniquitous bill. Unfortunately, I didn't get to speak today. I will try again next week, but nonetheless, I'm here to vote and to make sure. And let's be very clear, this bill at its very heart has a fundamental darkness. The darkness that the state and participating doctors, instead of being protectors and defenders of life, should become purveyors and promoters of death. And that is not the function of the state or indeed of the medical profession. So I will continue to battle against this bill, and encouraged by at least winning one of the three votes today, we move forward into next week. Other things that occurred this week, of course, we had an opportunity to raise the disturbing events in Ballymena, where a very legitimate and necessary protest against the sexual assault of a young 14-year-old girl, unfortunately, was hijacked by those who had an agenda of violence and diverted from what the real story is. But the week also puts a focus, of course, on the fact that we have had unabated, unchecked immigration into Ballymena and other parts of Northern Ireland. And I took the opportunity in many media interviews to expose the fact that whereas there's much talk about stopping the boats, there has been no effort to stop the free flow across the border from the Republic. Remembering that Eastern Europeans that belong to the EU have freedom of movement right into the Irish Republic. And then, because the British government declines to have any checks on the international border, they can simply flow northwards, as they have done on occasions by the busload. No checks, undocumented, and either stay in Northern Ireland or move on to the rest of GB. So out of this week, I am calling on the government to tackle that issue, to constrain the unwarranted and unchecked immigration, and to ensure that the border is indeed the international frontier that it is said to be. Because it is a first duty of government to protect its own borders and its own people. So much happening this week, and as I say, next week will also culminate in the final vote in the Commons on the assisted suicide